All right, I'm going to walk you through the image calculation lab, and you're going to have to forgive my camera work here. I have to be holding the iPad to take the video so that you can see everything. I'm going to just go through your procedure that you should already have in your journal on page 59. And every time I get to a point where you're needed to take a measurement, just pause the video and look really closely at either the rule or the ruler that I'm showing you. So step number one, your procedure says that your bench is set up like this. Okay, you have a screen here and you have a light source right over here. In between you have a lens. That's this black thing right here. Number two says slowly slide the lens toward the light source until a clear image of the crossed arrow object is formed on the screen. So I'm going to come over here to where we can see the screen. This is the image that we're looking at. And I'm going to just move my lens. Until we see a nice, clear, crisp image. Now, I know that you can't really tell on the video, so you're just going to have to trust me that there is a clear image right there. I will try and take a picture to post after I finish with the video. So now what I need to know is the image distance and the object distance. Image distance is going to be between the image and the lens itself. Object distance will be between the lens and the object, which is this light source over here. So for the image distance, you can just read the ruler right here where the lens is located. So we'll try and get you a clear picture of that. Write that down for your DI at the 100 centimeter distance. Whatever is left, the remaining portion, is going to be your DO. Now we need to measure the object height and the image height. The object is this glowing light over here. And once I turn the light off, well, here, let me turn the light off. You can see the double circle with the crossed arrows. That's the object. We're lighting it up to create our image. So I'm going to measure the entire object, and I'm trying to get in a place where you can see the ruler clearly. You can't really see the ruler very clearly, so I'm going to just tell you this one. Your object is 4.3 centimeters tall. Object height 4.3 centimeters. You will need to convert that to millimeters for your data chart. And your image height, again, I'll just measure it and tell you the result. Your image is 0.6 centimeters tall. So convert that to millimeters and record it. The next step, you're going to move the lens until we see another clear image appear. And this one you can see really well. So here's our clear image. Our image distance is going to be all the way over here, right where that little foot is pointing. The remaining distance, up to 100 centimeters, is your object distance. Now we need to record the image and object height again. In this case, notice how you can only see one circle. The actual object has two circles, so we're only going to measure a portion of it. And in this case, our image distance and I can't get my camera in a good place. So our image height is 8.1 centimeters. And our object height is 2.0 centimeters. Now we're going to repeat these steps, only I'm going to move my light source closer. So now my distance between the screen and the light source is going to be 90 centimeters. And luckily for you, we don't have to measure the image height or the object height anymore. So let's just get our real clear images at the 90 centimeter distance. Here is your DI. The difference between this number and 90 is your DO. I'm looking for another real clear image. There we are. So your image distance is here. Object distance is the difference between that number and 90. Now we're going to move it again. We're going to put our light source at 80 centimeters. Find where we see a clear image. Right here where that little foot is pointing. Your object distance is the difference between that number and 80. And for your second image, here's your image distance. Object distance will be the difference between that and 80. I do want to point something out here as well. Look at your image. And look carefully at your object. And that should help you answer analysis question number 1 when you get to that point, whether it's inverted or upright. All right, next set of data. We're going to put our light source or our object at 70 centimeters. And we have a clear image at this point. Object distance will be the difference between that and 70. And now we'll move again. And here's our image distance. Whatever's left is your object distance. 2 more times. Move our light source to 60 centimeters. And here is your image distance. Right about here. So the image distance and the difference between them is your object distance. One more time. Moving our light source to 50 centimeters. And you can almost see that image appearing on camera. So our image distance the difference is your object distance. And now let's try it again. One more time. Nice clear picture. We've got a nice clear picture right here for our image distance, and whatever's left is your object distance. Make sure you have all of these numbers recorded, and then you can begin your calculations.